Good evening, friends. Come on in. Take shoes off. Have a seat. Let's make dinner together. So I got up really early this morning at 5:30 so I could get my chores done so I could go to the pond. So I got 2 hours of pond time in today. Ooh, I love going out there, soaking and praying and thinking and relaxing. So I'm back in. I needed a quick and easy dinner tonight because things didn't go as planned today at work. My food truck was late, yada, yada, yada. So anyway, I don't know what to call this, but we're going to make it in one pan. It's going to be low carb, so I'm calling it green bean hamburger helper. How about that? So I'm going to pull you over to the stove and we're going to get to it. And it's quick and it's easy and we're only going to dirty up one skillet. All right, let's get to it. So inside of my skillet, I have about 1.5 pounds of ground beef. To that, I'm going to add some garlic. Going to add some onion powder. Pepper. And Redmond's Real sea salt. There we go. I drained my grease earlier. So to this, I'm going to add 4 ounces of softened cream cheese. Go. We're going to get that incorporated. Get it stirred around. How are you today? What have you been doing? Have you been doing anything fun? The weather here is actually beautiful. Not too hot. Just the right temperature. At least I think so anyway. We need some rain. The pond's down, so I need a little bit of rain. All right, so there's our 4 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to add in a 1/2 cup of beef broth. Half cup. We're going to add in about 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. If you don't want it, skip it. There we go. Get that all incorporated together. Give that cream cheese just a few minutes to get completely melted there. So our cream cheese is now fully incorporated with the beef broth. We're going to add 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And it goes. And we're going to add a 3/4 cup of shredded Parmesan cheese. Now, you could totally stop here and you have a carnivore meal, depending on, where you fall on the cream cheese and things like that. So like a dirty carnivore. You could totally let this thicken up and you are set to go on a great meal. But my family likes with the green beans. So this is a family size green beans. You could do 2 cans of green beans, regular, French style. If you want to do fresh, I would let those cook. Frozen, I would go ahead and steam those a little bit. If you don't like green beans, you could totally add cauliflower. You could totally add broccoli instead. You can pick your veg as long as it's a low carb one. There we go. We're going to let this incorporate for a few minutes. I'm going to turn up my heat a little bit. We want those green beans to get nice and warm. We're going to give that a few minutes and I'll be right back. So everything's nice and incorporated and thickened up. Now you have 2 choices. You could A, put this in the oven, or you could B, be like me and be lazy and just do it right on top of the stove top. So I'm going to put some, you can do whatever kind of cheese you want. I've got these provolone cheese slices I bought for broth. I don't really have any other cheese, so I'm going to use this. So, I'm just going to lay these cheese slices right on top. Technically, you could eat it just like this. You don't have to add any more cheese. But what would a hamburger helper be without a little bit of cheese? Am I right? All right. There we go. I'm going to pop the lid on it. I'm going to turn it down. Pop the lid on it. So it can get nice and ooey gooey and melty. And we'll be back. When I was putting everything away, I found this in the fridge. So let's add this in there too. Why not? This is what I like to call scrap dinners. You take scraps of things you have, throw it together, and make a delicious meal. You don't have to tell anybody it's a scrap dinner. They don't need to know. Let them think you took all day. Our secret's safe. You've all asked me about these pans before. The website is called FromOurPlace.com, and these are the Our Place pans. The big ones come with the lid, and then they have this little notch, and it comes with like a wooden spatula that has a notch in it to fit on there. So you can look that up if you want. I'm not sponsored by anybody. I'm not famous. I'm not rich. I'm not anything. Nobody gives me anything for free. I just bought them and I liked them, so I wanted to share them with you in case you wanted to check them out. I got these last year. I bought them for myself for my birthday. So I've had them for a year now. I got the whole 3 set size. Like they came in a thing together. Okay, there's the pan information. And they are oven safe, up to I think 500 degrees. Ooh wee, friends, look at this. Now, if you're someone who's eating carbohydrates instead of the green beans, you could totally cook you some egg noodles, throw those in there, or some macaroni, and have you a good old-fashioned not from a box hamburger helper. Since we know exactly what's in this, I'm going to scoop this up. Look at that cheese, friends. I'm going to scoop me some up. We're going to do a taste test and have dinner together. So here it is, friends, our low-carb green bean hamburger helper. And let's give it a try. Let's see how it tastes. I put a little bit more pepper on it. Green beans is about the only veggie, as you know, I can eat right now. So, this is fantastic. Like I said, you can leave out the green beans, totally make this a carnivore, meat-based recipe. There you go. Have a great night. I'm going to go eat. Thanks for hanging out and stopping by, and I'll see you later.